Hello, is this Mr. Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream, I'm finally doing my Red Dead Online Event Week stream, because to be quite honest, I was pretty pooped after fucking that long-ass fucking heist stream. It was much better than fucking Prison Break, that released a job in Prison Break one that took almost 10 hours, including the beginning of the last stream I did for GTA. Yeah, luckily for Humane Labs Raid, I got a couple to like a few good randoms, and eventually I was able to get through it in like a few hours. Maybe it could have been done sooner, but still it was much better than Prison Break. And also, of course, I have a college class on Tuesday, so sorry about not doing this yesterday. And I did kind of plan to do my like video on like the Moonshiners announcement, the announcement for like the Moonshiners' DLC. I was kind of playing that anyways on Wednesday because I knew it was going to be a busy day. Also, I didn't sleep after that stream, even though I probably should have, but whatever. But yeah, I'm going to make sure my audio is good here. Alright, good. So of course, starting off with the title, there's a free treasure map. And you get that by being like a posse leader. I don't know if you have to actually lead a posse during the event week, or if you just had to ever lead a posse. So you might want to try to recruit someone for a posse this week. Or it might also kind of sound like you might have only had to ever lead a posse in your whole experience on the game. I don't know, I'm assuming you have to be the leader of a posse this event week as well. So definitely be sure to at least recruit someone as a posse leader to make sure it counts. Like, I'm not sure if it's possible to be a posse leader without recruiting someone though. Probably a good way to do that, of course, might be posse up and also, oh no, lead your posse, whatever. So of course, if you have a posse, you can simply do the lead option, and that should easily do the requirement. And yeah, that would probably be even without having to recruit someone, which is nice. And then there's 1.4 times XP bonuses as well. I put missions because most of the stuff is missions. However, I'll go into the specifics right here. So there's an additional 40% XP or 1.4 times XP for free roam events. That's basically like the event things that pop up, I think, like the Condor Egg, for example. The free roam missions, so like stranger missions, I'm assuming. Bounty missions, so of course whatever you get from like the bounty board. Doesn't really specify if it's normal and legendary bounties, though it could quite possibly be both. And I don't see a reason why they would exclude the legendary bounty stuff for XP. Trader resupply missions. So the important thing to know is it's resupply missions. It doesn't sound like the selling of the trader business gives you additional XP. If it even gives XP, which I'm not too sure on. Trade business is the least I've really bothered with, but I'll probably want to get some work done on the trader business actually, because of the Moonshiners DLC announcement that they made yesterday. I'll probably start making a video about, like, after this stream, I'll probably start working on it. And then a Land of Opportunity missions as well, for 1.4 times XP, showdown modes, and races. So there's a ton of things this event week for 1.4 times XP, if you're really looking forward to ranking up. Not too sure what exactly would be the best for XP though this event week, by the way. Yeah, I'm not too sure what would be best for XP, but there's tons of options, of course, so sure you would find something, of course, or any of the viewers that would possibly watch this, whether it's while the stream's live or whether it's after it's done. And yeah, that covers the title. Message the Spectator, there's the Gambler's Choice weekly collection, of course, which I'll read off what it has right now. Or actually, I might as well wait till I get into the lobby. There's 30% off racehorses, so I'm assuming any sort of horse that counts under the race category, which I'm assuming it would definitely be obvious through the stable menu or something. Gun belts, weapon medals, and of course more. Since obviously I can't include everything on the Message Spectator, since there's so much with every event week for the most part. And yeah, frame series for this week is Make It Count. Yeah, it's one where you have like a limited amount of ammo, maybe, I guess, and you have to make sure there's like bullets and whatnot actually like do anything for you. Yeah, I'll just go free roam. I'm confused off of the 30% off the weapon medals though. Would that be like the gold and like the bronze, for example? I know bronze is like a club reward, so it's basically free. But does that mean like it costs like 1.3 times less like gold or whatever for medal upgrades on weapons? I'm confused. Because I can't think of if it means like that kind of medal or if it's some other kind of weapon medal that I can't think about right now. Also, I remember I appeared offline on my PS4 right before starting up the stream, because I usually don't like people knowing when I'm online, of course. It's not like getting bothered by people. Yeah, I wonder what the location is for the treasure map. I'm assuming it's something like very specific, of course. Yeah, while I wasn't able to put the requirement for the treasure map, I did mention it like at the way beginning of the stream, so there's me randomly stumble upon this part after it might be uploaded if someone views it at this moment. That's when you would find that. Or of course, simply go to the Newswire. I just do some kind of small event week stream for every event week. Gives me a reason to play the game in certain cases.
Hello.
Club reward? What club reward would I have got? Because the Outlaw Pass has been done for quite a while. Yeah, it's been like a couple weeks, I think, since the Outlaw Pass has been done, so I don't know what club reward I would have got, but okay. Whatever the game says, I guess. Alright, I'm in Valentine, that's quite nice. But yeah, I might try to do this stream of, for my headphones auto shutdown feature noise the hell out of me, which it did, of course. Yeah, I'll try to do a stream. I'll try to do a like extra stream of me doing some bounty hunter and trader, because as far as I know, there's not much to do with the trader besides like resupply the business and stuff. I'm not sure if that's actually true. I don't know. You can like hunt animals and stuff to deliver like carcasses. So I think you can kind of like steal your own supplies throughout the free mode, but for the most part, that's just like basically hunting, which has been in the game since day one. So I kind of want to combine it with the bounty hunter if I stream it, because I'm confused if there's really wouldn't be much worth doing on the trader role while like the goods produce. So I'll probably do a mixture of bounty hunter and trader. I'll try, I guess. Oh, so speaking of that, I wanted to know if I could... I forget what I was going to say, but I'm going to try saying this up. Admin fee, $79.99, what? You have to pay for, like, so many different times, or what? I'm so confused. I'll go in another lobby, maybe, at some point. And do that one option I said I would do. Or was suggesting, at least. I don't know if they're trying to overcharge me, or what. Alright, it's currently pitched to camp. I think sometimes there's like a weird glitch where the camp doesn't want to let you place it or something. Like I experienced that the one event week where they were doing like a lot of trader bonuses, which was really disappointing. So yeah, I said I would mention weekly collection in a little bit, so I will. So Game War's Choice weekly collection here has Ace of Swords tarot card. I have at least one location of that on my stream where I was collecting tarot cards. However, I recommend going to GTA series videos. They have really useful guides on the different couple of locations that these can have. Basically, there's 3 different days that determine the locations for every collectible in the game. I believe it doesn't matter whether it's above ground or underground, they all basically work the same way. Collection value is $95 for the weekly collection. For these weekly collections, I honestly really wouldn't bother with them, unless you're not big on collecting. Then it's kind of nice to have a small option, because it's just basically a much smaller version of a big collection that's available no matter what time it is. But yeah, then there's the Grand Corazon Madeira or whatever the hell, which is one of the alcohol bottles. So you'll probably find that in an interior, or of course you can look them off dead people, similar to tarot cards. You can definitely do it with that too. Not sure if you can loot dollar coins and whatnot off of people though. Yeah, I don't know if you can loot these though off of dead people. But yeah, then there's the 1800 gold dollar, which would at a minimum require a shovel. However, you may also want a metal detector to definitely help with that, of course. So it's divided between 3 different things. It's not one of those weekly collections where all the items are in the same normal 9 item set or whatever. Yeah, I really got to get this trader up to level 5, which, like I said, I'm planning on working on the video after a stream at some time. But yeah, there's clothing items that are returning, so I guess they're done releasing new clothing items for this update. I was debating whether to call this week X editions, X being the number of week it is, which I believe it was week 12 editions for this I named it. I was debating whether to call it that, or if I was just going to straight up call it an event week stream if there really wasn't anything added to it. However, the free treasure map is just for this week, so I figured I might as well just call it event week. rather call it like additions rather than like a typical event week stream, to give it a little more importance. So yeah, for returning clothing items, there's the Eberhart coat, Carver pants, and Cardozo vest. And they also seem to hint at some upcoming additions to a couple of these items I'll mention in, like, right now. And then the Wheeler Ross & Co. catalog still carrying the Covington hat and then several variants of the pattern bandana. However, apparently those two items are rumored to soon make way for a new seasonal refresh. So I don't know if it means for this DLC or if it means for the Moonshiners DLC that's coming out December 13th, I believe. Which, interesting thing about that is Aesthetics coming out December 13th, which seems to be a Friday, which is interesting. I don't know if they've really ever released a DLC on a Friday, but I looked at December 13th, it kind of seems to be a Friday. Which actually also means it's Friday 13th, which is quite funny, I guess. But yeah, regardless, more details on that for my upcoming video that I'm planning. So yeah, it's cool, there seems to be new festive variants or something like that for the Covington hat and pattern bandana coming up, whether it's this DLC for like the last event week, or if it's the Moonshiners DLC. But yeah, now to go over the rest of the discounts, and then that'll actually be it for the stream. It's a pretty short stream. I guess it doesn't really need to necessarily be long. So yeah, there's 50% off the cost of setting up a persistent posse. So if you don't yet have a persistent posse, then it's half off, or even 60% off for those with Twitch Prime, probably. Yeah, Twitch Prime gets 10% more on every discount for this week. So that would be 60% off for Twitch Prime. And then, yeah, I'll just mention the ones that I haven't mentioned yet. Okay, so the only discounts I wasn't able to put was the 50% off the cost of setting up a persistent posse, and then there's also 30% off of horse tax as well. Which is some kind of like section. You get some kind of like section to the stables. And like there's a thing for that in the catalog as well. So I will end off there, I might as well. Horse and tack, yeah, so the tack section. Which might mean the care section, I don't know. Or maybe horses, then, I don't know. It's probably a subcategory somewhere. Well, regardless, there's a lot of saddles on discount, so stuff like that. And I guess I'll mention a little bit about the hint at the update they mentioned on the bottom. A brand new frontier pursuits on the horizon. Like I mentioned on the last stream, I believe they said they were going to expand upon them, and they are, with the form of the Moonshiners role that will be coming out on the 13th. Yeah, December 13th, which is weird, because that's a Friday. So they're apparently releasing it on Friday, which is an interesting day to release a DLC. They've released DLC on like oddball days before, like they've done like Wednesday DLCs, I believe, before with like one of the Ill-Gotten Gains updates, I think, for GTA. But I feel like they've always done Tuesday or Thursday for updates before on this game. So yeah, it's interesting that it will be coming out on Friday. So I don't know what that means for like event weeks. I don't know, maybe it'll come out like right in the middle of the next event week. So they might release it during Tuesday's event week. But yeah, stay tuned to Newswire for more details on the recently announced Moonshiners. So there might be more details, of course, on the update. I believe they mentioned that. That introduces an action-packed story arc alongside the first purchasable property, which is quite nice. And as always, head over to the events page for all events, which is just something you put for every event week. So yeah, that's finally going to be it for the stream. I'm going to, at some point, work on my video for probably release later today on the update. Obviously, I'm going to be a little late, but I kind of always intend to release the video on Wednesday, just not the stream. I kind of meant to do it yesterday. So that's finally going to be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.